Greetings, friend. So, what I said yesterday about I haven't lost a ship in DRS10 yet. Everything's been hunky-dory. Um, well, seems I've jinxed myself, but, spoilers, of course. Got the typical setup, the two Leap Brawlers in the Vengeance ship. So this was kind of a laid-back run. Maybe a little too laid back. Looking at the spawn, this is like one of the best spawns because there's only a single adjacent bomber. Now, there is a bomber in each of the planets themselves, but, you're going to take those out anyway. But basically, I didn't have to do a whole lot in the beginning because usually it's just adjacent bomber that I go for. So, yeah. So the spawn was really generous. I took my time here, and also this double planet. If you were a Vengeance player way back before Dark Nebula came out, you see this and you see gold because, yeah, adjacent planets like this, that's just an easy victory. And then this one over here, all spread out, but that's fine. The planets being spread out means that the interceptors have to travel longer to get to my transports. I've got more time to react. So yeah, the usual affair. I was even so comfortable that I was taking out the bomber with my vengeance ship, something I don't do because I've lost many vengeance ships to killing bombers because they will directly hit the asteroid in front of them and kill my vengeance ship. It's happened a lot in the past, so I just don't bother uh, killing them with that. But yeah, so I was kind of taking my time waiting for the destroyers to spawn in. Not the best sector to be intercepting destroyers, but it's fine. So I teleported down here, get a nice EMP. Sadly, I believe I was within the range. I wasn't within the range of that. Okay, no, it was the signals because I came back to the ship and it was nearly dead. Actually, it might have been the rockets. I don't know. Came down here, I EMP'd, but I left a little too early, but that's fine. I can just come back. One tick will kill it, and it won't hit me with its vengeance. Um, but yeah, here I didn't. I was looking at the other brawler, so yeah, I got hit with that. Luckily, didn't lose the ship at all somehow, because yeah, I came back to see about here, and was like, what happened to this ship? But yeah, tend to forget that the sectors have guardians in them. Also, bombers and whatnot. But no big deal, really. So that's two of the destroyers taken care of, and the Vengeance will take out the last one, of course. Decided to come over here just to knock out some of these interceptors because I'm going to have to later on. Yeah, so, from the start, really, really good beginning. Wasn't worried about too much here. The only thing I was worried about was this planet because there was a bomber in there, and dealing with that and the double Phoenix might have been a bit awkward, but so yeah, the usual technique for using vengeance between two planets. Start on one side that is less crowded, so you have time for all the serfs to travel to you, and then move towards the other planet. Got the destroyer, and knocked out the shields over here from the phoenixes, so it's all good. So here is where I kind of messed up. My vengeance ship can take out phoenixes after its vengeance, just with the alpha shield. But that's if it's on top of the phoenix, right when vengeance starts activating. I had to travel to these phoenixes, so they have a lot more hull than usual. And I didn't really realize. See, when I do this, I tend to just look away, do some other things, gen rich sectors that I should have, gen riched earlier. But yeah, so by the time I realized, like, wait a minute, those phoenixes are probably still alive. Yeah, I noticed just here. Now I might have survived if I would have teleported, but that's the thing with teleporting. My vengeance ship tends to not have its teleport up by the time the alpha shield is down. I am upgrading teleport for that reason, but yeah, so I lost a ship there. And initially I was a little worried, but looking at it, this planet doesn't really offer that much. So I could just ignore this planet. Like, the only thing I really want is that combat artifact, but even then, I don't really research combat artifacts anymore, and just um it'd just be good to give away. So I decided to just ignore that planet because not only am I down a ship to kill things with, but I'm also down a ship to defend these civilians with. So I decided to just ignore the planet and finish up over here because there's not really much. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it's really not a lot over here. Teleport there, EMP. It's gonna sit there for a while. Uh, Almost lost this ship because rockets were inbound with the Guardians in the way. Yeah, I guess that's one thing. I didn't really use Leap, like, at all. This star. I probably should have. Would have saved me a lot of trouble here and there, but oh well. So yeah, I left this more damaged ship. I can speak, I promise. To defend the civilians with, and I let this ship take out the rest of this because, again, not a whole lot down here to deal with. I leapt onto that bunch there, moved up so I wouldn't get hit with the rockets in the face. I still kind of did, but it's all right. And yeah, so that's all pretty much taken care of, and now it's just loading and protecting and all that, which is a little strange because whenever they spawn from this planet, I can't really intercept them, or the interceptors, I should say. I can't really take them out, but it's fine. It's fine, and yeah, so that's pretty much it, right? Again, silly small mistakes that cost you dearly. Outside of that small thing, wasn't really a huge issue. This run, I guess that's what happens when you neglect the modules you use to kill things with. Leap. Yeah, but it's all right, I guess. Lesson learned. I mean, it's not really a new lesson learned. It's something I've learned months ago from doing DRS11. Move out of the way of the phoenixes when your amplifier is still up and your shield is not. you know. But yeah, I didn't really have any struggles aside from that. But, just take a second to appreciate how good this spawn is. Adjacent bombers are a nuisance. Now, bombers in the sector can be a nuisance, but, like, they're not that bad if you can just move around a little bit in the sector. But yeah, I guess that is all. Just had a bit of a blunder. Luckily, it was still very, very fruitful because I'm researching transport artifacts, and these two planets alone had all I needed. And then these two, or this one down here, had a couple more, so it's all right. And losing ships is just kind of a natural process. It happens. That's why you have good economy. So losing a ship is not that detrimental to you. But anyway, I'm rambling now. I shall see you around. Ta-ta for now.